Alright, here's a little shot of my hangout. Off in the distance you can see Mount Spokane, possibly. Current project is my buddy's little Ranger. This is a neat little machine. We've done a lot of bolt-on goodies. I just installed a light for the rear of the cab, and we put a window in the back, plastic. Folding type windshield, and I ran a power wire from the switch in the dash, and I got 10 feet of wire, but I was about 2 feet short for the connection to the light. So you think I'd learn by now to get a couple extra feet, but anyway, I'm going to splice in some more wire here, and I can hide it behind the seat plastic. What else? We did, I've got the passenger door on. Oh, also we did installed a winch and a new front bumper. And here's the door. They're pretty cool. The plastic fakey window kind of folds down. They have a little window there at the bottom. But all this bolt-on stuff, it all looks easy in the videos, but there's a lot of fidgeting to get this stuff to work. Here's a project coming up. This is my 1974 Ford Pinto station wagon. Check this out. Dual sport mirrors, factory roof rack, and I don't know if you can see this. Probably the sun's rear wind deflector. How about that? I've got a lot of rust repair to do on this thing. The driver's side floorboard was rusted out pretty bad, so I patched that in last year. And I don't know if you can see the puddle of water in there. The windshield seal's leaking, so that's going to need replaced. But this was a pretty cool rig. I mean, the driver's door opens and shuts like a new car. This had a 351 Windsor. I bought it without an engine or transmission. Apparently they were drag racing it. They did put a 8-inch rear end in it, and it's missing the third member, so I got to find one of those. And anyway, I rebuilt a 1987 Turbo Coupe 2.3 engine, and it's just kind of sitting in there at the moment. But this will be, I'll be making some videos on this as things progress. Should be a fun little rig. I'm going to put a T5 5-speed in it. I had to cut a big hole in the hood too for clearance. Also, I bought a aftermarket ECU because I'm not going to run the factory EEC4, which was pretty crude. But here's my workshop. There's the other driver's side door, about ready to go on. Recently installed a pellet stove, which is nice because the old wood stove was just labor intensive. Here's another project. I bought a, this is a 1970 Toro Snowhound snowblower. Non-running, got it pretty cheap. cleaned out the carb. It's not cooperating. It leaks gas. So I ordered a Chinese replacement carburetor off of eBay for 10 bucks. Not sure how that's going to work out, but we'll find out here pretty soon. Here's my workshop. 30 by 40 pole building. Me and a couple buddies built this about 10 years ago. It took about a month. If I could do it over again, I'd probably just hire it done. That was a lot of work. Here's the transmission teardown bench. I've spent about the last 35 years rebuilding automatic transmissions. And my body's getting old and saying I don't like that anymore, so I'm getting back into electronics and kind of phasing out of the automotive thing. Here's the Lincoln welder. That's a nice unit. And air compressor. Sound system, so I can rock out. So we'll head out to my little radio shack. Give you the nickel tour. Not very big. It's 8 by 12. I wish I would have made it a little bit bigger, but it's cozy. So I just ordered a Arduino starter kit, and I can't wait to tear into that. I got the deluxe kit. It has all kinds of goodies. Oh, here is my ECU for the Pinto wagon. It's an EMS 8860. It's about 10 years old, so it's a bit dated, but in its day, this is kind of a high-end ECU. I believe it has 8 programmable inputs and outputs. And you can use a laptop, of course, to dial it in. So I'll be wiring that in the not-too-distant future. And here is my homage to my high school electronics teacher, Bob Jones. He was a great guy. Stayed in touch with him over the years too. He passed away a few years ago, but got to talk to him quite a bit over the years. Great guy. Here's another upcoming project. It's an HP 130C oscilloscope I bought off of eBay, and I'm going to be restoring that and probably use it mostly for a signal tracer. I don't think it has much for bandwidth, like 20 megahertz maybe. And here's the rock and roll center. I have a couple of receivers I need to go through. That's coming up here pretty soon. Here's my custom-made dim bulb tester. So I'm still getting the shop set up here. I bought a 64 drawer storage bin container. I thought, oh, that'll be enough for all my resistors. Wrong. There's a heck of a lot of values between 1 and 1 megohm, I'm finding out, so I think I'll be ordering another one of those. Current project here on the bench is a capacitor drain device. Thanks to Mr. Carlson's lab for that project idea and plans. So still kind of a mess, but we're getting set up slowly. A few Radio Shack goodies. our local Radio Shack went out of business about 5 years ago, so we bought a whole bunch of items from them. So that's the nickel tour of the Radio Shack, and I need to get a decent digital camera and some editing software, so if anybody has any ideas on that, that would be much appreciated. And thanks to all the cool people I've been watching on YouTube, Mr. Carlson's Lab, X-Ray Tony, 100 others, the Radio Shop. Thanks a lot, you guys, for all your inspiration and guidance. Getting back into the electronics hobby it's always been a fascinating thing, and so now I'm at the age where I have a bit more time, not keeping a transmission shop going, and get back into it. It's going to be a lot of fun. So anyway, I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Thank you.